Hey, real quick, who's seniors right now? Seniors. Okay, seniors. Seniors, 3 seniors. Okay, well, first of all, we would like to thank you for coming. I know some of you I've been working with, so that's a good thing. But let's go back a little bit. When you were a freshman, tell us, the 3 seniors that we have here, tell us what you thought about being a freshman and when you'd be a senior. How fast does the time go?
I can tell you how fast it went. Sophomore year kind of was a drag, but every other year was like...
What was the hardest year?
Sophomore.
Junior year? Why?
I was head in all classes, so I was at like the peak of my second year.
Right.
That's when I was in my AP classes.
Okay. The reason why I asked them to say something is because if you're a junior, if you're a sophomore freshman is the best time right now. Okay, if you want to get recruited, academically is going to be your ticket. Okay, junior, same thing. You're a little behind. Okay, freshmen to sophomores, if you really want to do this in any sport, it could be whatever it is, not just because we're doing softball today. You actually have to have a vision right now. You got to have a game plan if you're a freshman, sophomore. So that means that you got to be doing emails, you got to be doing contacts, you got to be going to showcases and camps. But before all that, it has to start in the classroom. I'm being dead serious, okay? Don't play with your grades because the scholarships are changing now. It's going more academic than athletic, okay? And that's going to be the trend now because coaches figure that they can get the kid better, they can get the student athlete better. The one that's the athletic athlete, they're not going to last for 4 years, so they're wasting their money, okay? So it starts in the classroom. Freshman, sophomore, your counselor should be your best friend, okay? You should be with them, check in with them at least once, twice a week, or at least once a week, and asking them where you're at, where your grade's at. There's a series of core classes that you gotta have if you want to go to the university, any university college here, okay? A UC system, there's a requirement. You just can't show up and say, I want to come here. You're gonna have a series of core classes from English, math, there's a designated group. You gotta know which ones they are, you gotta know where you fall, and if you're gonna graduate having that, the A through G, where we're from it's A through G, it's core classes, okay? If you're on track, stay on track. If you're off track, get on track. I mean, that's really, that's what it is. If you're wasting time, if you're not taking your academics seriously, now I'm telling you, you're wasting your mom's money, your dad's money, hotel, travel, everything else costs money, ladies. I mean, I'm just being honest with you, okay? So this hit the classroom is where it starts, okay? So once you're identified that you want to do this, maybe go to college with it, okay, have your academics in order. A through G, your core classes, AP courses, honor courses, they're gonna help you. They're gonna help your GPA at the end, okay? The higher the GPA, the higher the SAT, more money you're gonna get, okay? Believe me, you're gonna get more money. So get familiar with the SAT and the ACT. If you don't know what it is, get going on what it is. If you go online, if you register, you get a question a day. Okay? So make time. It's even an app on your phone that it sends you automatically the question of the day. You answer and it tells you if you're right or wrong. Get familiar with it. Now, if you want to start at the JUCO, which is fine, and get your general ed, there's nothing wrong with that. That's great. But if your goal is to continue on, I haven't even mentioned softball, right? 5 minutes, I haven't mentioned softball. Okay? You want to go get your education started at the JUCO, that's great. That's awesome. I recommend it. You know, financially, it's probably the better thing to do. But sometimes, you know, it depends on the student. You know, it's different for different kids. You know, different. But if you want to go to UC, you got to have your core classes. You got to have, you know, you can't have a lower than a C. They're not going to take a D or an F. Okay? You can retake it, but they're not going to count it. Okay? So just know that. Okay? So finish all your core classes. You got to go A, B, or C. Don't go on that D's and F because they're not going to let you. You can retake it, but they're not going to count it. Okay? For UC University, or UC University. So just be familiar with that. Get a hold of your counselor. See you're on track to get that done. Okay. So juniors, same thing. Time's pushing. You're trying to see where you're at. You want to stay in California. You want to leave. You know, academically, it's going to be here. Okay. However, you want to play ball, you're going to have to probably go out of state. Okay. That's the reality. If you're a senior, reality, that's what it is. Okay. Now you can stay here though. You can go to JUCO. There's nothing wrong with that. Okay. Okay. But if you're a junior or senior and you haven't really emailed and you're already started, you haven't taken your SAT, your grades are hovering around 3.0. You know, there's a lot of competition, ladies. There's girls rocking 4.3s right now, 4.4s. I mean, colleges are telling them, thank you, but I got to one a little quicker, a little smarter. So it's a lot of work, ladies. I mean, there's no easy ticket. You can't get an easy button to say it's gonna make it easy. It's not gonna happen. I'm sorry. Okay. If you want to go to school, you'll get your academics right first. Okay. Get your academics in this sport, whether it's volleyball, basketball, whatever it is. That's gonna come natural. That's the easy thing to do. Then you gotta show up in the academic classroom, and you gotta get your academics straight. Okay. And I have a guy that I have a lot of. When you get a minute, you don't have to, whether you do it or not, go to Google, question Eric Thomas. Anybody hear Eric Thomas? Yeah. Eric Thomas, he's a motivational speaker. Okay, he started in Detroit, homeless. You know, he's pretty successful now. He did a lot of work for universities. Now he's into the Major League NFL. He's doing a lot of work. When you get a chance, here are a couple of his 273 videos. There's one that is going to come across to you. Get motivated. You got to stay motivated, be motivated. I'm serious. Because in life, everything's a competition. That's just the way it is. Okay? We were born into this, and that's how it is. You're not going to change it, and I'm not going to change it. So it's better that if you have a degree, okay, you got academics, okay, they ain't going to take that away. Whether softball comes or not, really cares in a sense, right? This is just a ticket. That's all it is. Okay, but you gotta have your academics right. Okay, so let's get familiar with your SATs. Let's get familiar with your ACTs. Okay, your core classes. That's you want to go to a certain school, and that's what you want to go. And you got to be realistic. Okay, you got to be realistic on what your level at. You know, you look at yourself, you judge yourself. Look at your scores today. Start really realizing it. Really being realistic on where you think you can fit in. What kind of school? What division? Is it D1, 2, 3, JUCO, NAIA? My daughter goes to NAIA. Okay? It's here in California, Costa Mesa, El Paso, whatever. You know, we're right there. Here in California. If you're academically smart, you want to leave California, you got over 300 D3s. They're begging for you guys. Literally, they want you guys. But if you're not academically sound, they're not going to take the chance on a 2.8 kid, 2.7 kid. They're not. I mean, they got kids with 4.0 want to play ball. That's a lot of competition, ladies.
Yeah, some testimonies of what JJ did here. So we came in and started working with JJ last summer? Past summer. You know, our girls, or particularly my team, we were trying to figure out who we can do our video skills. But the minute JJ came on board and we started working together, all the girls on our team, or most of the girls, got their video skills done. Immediately sent them out to YouTube. Started emailing colleges. He did a lot of legwork. Before you know it, most of our girls have emails and contacts, and you know, now they, you know, for example, Daisy's got an official visit next week. But there's a lot of seniors here that are in contact, you know, with a lot of coaches, even our freshmen and our juniors, or sophomores and juniors, have several emails with a lot of opportunities. Colleges that are really just based on the video and the quality work that JJ does, says, I want this kid to play for my university. He's got the academics, I see the video, that's all I need. Literally just saying, I want this kid to come, just based on the video and the academics. So it's there, the opportunities. Just like this, they are there. SATs, California, the western part of the country. ACTs, the East Coast schools kind of look at it as ACTs more than you know, that's what they like, ACTs, whatever. But just so you guys know what the ACTs, SATs is about. But yeah, if you guys don't have your videos, talk to JJ, look at his work, the quality, what he does, and it's an instant hit, I tell you.
I'll be on. Whether you went through with me or not, who gets my emails? I mean, in my emails, you got to get something out of that. There's a school somewhere, right? I mean, you got to get something out of it. Come gonna backtrack a little bit. So you're probably saying, well, how am I gonna pay for this? How's my mom and dad gonna pay for it? Okay, they say they're middle class. They always say that we gotta pay for everything. I'm middle class. I gotta pay for everything. Okay. There's a program called Western Undergraduate Exchange. It's called WUI. Okay, if you're worried about the finance part of it, get online today, get a home. It's called the WUI. It's a Western Undergraduate Exchange. And what it is, it's agreement for states. Say Colorado and California have agreed that if a kid in California wants to go to one of their designated and approved WUI schools, they're not going to charge out-of-state fees. Okay? Out-of-state fees, they're terrible. I mean, they're a lot for California kids. There's over 100 schools that participate in this program. So if you're like in that middle class, I would be looking on the WUI program. Okay, some good schools in there, some good academic schools in there. Call WUI. Remember that name. Okay. Hey, if you need some financial assistance, you got your Cal Grants. If you stay in California, you got Cal Grants. You got the FAFSA. FAFSA you apply January 1st. So your seniors, you should have done that already. So you can see how much you're gonna get. You know. You got to know how that FAFSA works. You got to go online, put in FAFSA, see how you. And it's a time-consuming process. A lot of people don't do it because it takes 30 minutes. You want to pull your hair out after you're done. But guess what? I mean, if you need that assistance, they're going to give it to you. Okay? California, you have the Cal Grant, you have the FAFSA, then you got your Pell Grants, you got your student loan, federal student loans. You know, if you go out of state, so there's a lot of possibilities. So I would say don't look at the possibilities, how am I going to pay for it, because you can always finance it in a sense, okay, because that's what 99% of Americans do, okay? But I would worry about the academic part first, then so you can say, damn, where do I want to go? Do I want to go to the West Coast? Do I want to stay to the East Coast, Midwest? Where do I want to go? I got 7, 8, 9, 10 12 schools about me academically. Doesn't that sound good? I think that sounds great. And then if you have a little bit of skill, that's icing on the cake. So I'd worry about academics first. Get that set first, then softball's gonna come. Don't let softball be your ticket, because it's not gonna be your ticket. It's gonna be academics. All you're gonna do is you're gonna merge it together, and it's gonna be a better package for them. Okay? So remember that. WUI. Get a hold of your counselors, see where you're at. Are you on course to your grade PGs, your core classes? Can't go below a C. You can always retake them, but they're not going to count if you want to stay out for university or a UC system. Okay?